Wasn't bipolar really being kind of wildly overdiagnosed when you were going through this?
Yep. Yeah, this was in the mid 90s, and it was
Oh,
right
yeah.
as Prozac Nation was coming out, and Prozac had come to market in the late 80s, and there were a handful of very prominent drug company funded psychiatrists affiliated with Harvard Medical School who began in the early mid 90s publishing papers talking about this, previously undiagnosed epidemic of juvenile bipolar disorder. And what they claimed had made it hard to recognize previously was that mania in children looks different than in adults. In adults, you think you're Jesus Christ, your phones are being tapped, whatever kind of delusions or unusual experiences you might be having. In kids, however, mania looks like anger outbursts and irritability and emotional instability. And so there I was as a 13-year-old, 14-year-old girl. I was overwhelmed by anger because I was waking up to the intense expectations I felt on my shoulders as a kid growing up in a wealthy New England town, going to an all-girls private school, kind of surrounded by all these seemingly, successful people. I was waking up to how bullshit it all was, and this performance game I was in. So I was angry about it and I was acting out. And I was also feeling like totally despairing about how powerless I was to do anything about it and how meaningless it all felt. And so, there I was, this angry, irritable, depressed, self-injuring kid sitting in front of a psychiatrist for literally 1 hour who probably read those articles that were being published by this industry-funded key opinion leader. And there, bam, I got a bipolar label within one session. And yeah, you're right that that skyrocketed. I think it was like 400% into the 2000s. The rate increased of diagnosing young people with bipolar.
Was it more women than men?
That's a good question. I don't actually know those stats in the 90s. I mean, I know generally these diagnoses are very gendered, and especially the borderline diagnosis, which I eventually acquired along the way. But I don't know about the juvenile bipolar disorder diagnosis specifically. That's a good question.
I'm really curious because it feels a little bit like the hysteria label that they would slap on women just reborn
Yep.
with meds.
Yep.
I
Well,
think it's
and
because
yeah.
I've been watching Mad Men and now I'm obsessed with that entire,
Oh,
like,
what
Mommy's
season
Little
are you
Helper.
in?
I've never watched it. Can I tell you that watching Mad Men in 2025 is amazing? Like, I'm glad I waited this long. I'm only in season 1.
Oh,
I'm in, like, the
I'm so
first
jealous. You
5
get to
episodes.
I have my husband. I watched it many years ago, and he's never seen it. So we're in. I mean, we don't have. It's taking a long time, but I think we're in season 4 now, and I'm so jealous that you get to have your inaugural Mad Men experience. Oh, the best
Did
show.
you watch it as it was like, it was such a cultural phenomenon, and I have reasons I couldn't watch it, but it was, like, massively huge. Were you watching it with everyone else
I think I was.
in real time?
Yeah, I was, and I think I was pretty early in psychiatric drug withdrawal, so it's all pretty blurry. But I'm pretty sure I watched it
Mm.
as it was coming out. I think it was like the early 2010s, right? I think something like that.
Psychiatric drug withdrawal is so fucking gnarly.